Yeah, that's going. This one surely ain't cool, that is whizzing. Something went ballistic. I think he's gonna have another whiz in a mo. Surely that ain't done yet. There we go, cool, yeah. That is a strong old fish. Cool. Hello folks, welcome back out to a bloody sloppy old crap day. I am currently sat at anchor, as you've just seen. I've stopped off en route, caught myself some mackerel for bait, and now I'm anchored up, hoping to catch a few tidy rod bending fish. We have got a really stiff northwesterly breeze coming in, and it has slopped the sea up, much worse than what I'd anticipated, but I'm out here and I'm in it to win it. So yeah, sit back and enjoy and watch me get thrown about all day. And hopefully, in the process of getting thrown about, we can catch one or two fish as well. I'll quickly whiz you through the rigs in a moment, but pretty standard stuff. I've got one rod down fishing at the moment on a chunk, and that's just having a bite. Probably a doggy. I've had one doggy already on my first cast. Tide is absolutely rushing. It's a little bit of a bigger tide normally than what I would fish at anchor in this area, but as the tide starts to ease off a bit, I'm hoping that a few nice tidy fish come through with a slightly bigger tide. So fingers crossed it happens. Sit back and enjoy, and everybody have a laugh at me if I fall arse over tit. Right, just quickly show you what we're doing. As usual, this sort of fishing, I always stick to the simplicity. I've got a running lead, and we've got leads today ranging between sort of 12 ounces right up to over a pound. I'm fishing with 200 pound mono. I've got a mackerel's head there on a circle hook that's dripping all over the place, so I'm going to get that over the side. But that's the plan. Big baits, big stuff. The other rod I've got a slightly smaller hook on, 6.0 Top Guns, and I'm fishing with the mackerel chunks. If I get doggied out, I'm just going to switch them both up to big circle hooks, big baits, half mackerels, and just sit it out for big fish today, because I'm not messing about with doggies in this sort of sloppy condition. So let's just see how it pans out. So far it's doggy 1, me 0, but we'll just see. It's a dogfish hit. You definitely need your surfing shoes on today. There we go, that's hitting again. When it first hit, it gave me a proper springy bite. I wondered what it was. It didn't look like a dogfish bite, but now it's top favourite to be a doggy. You do get blom rays here, you do get ling, you can get conger eel, taupe. I've had smooth hounds, spur dogs, spotted rays, the occasional bass. So there's anything really you can turn up. bull huss as well, not to forget them. Good size huss. I've had lots of decent huss on this mark, but you've got to get through the blimmin' doggies first. Not much going on there apart from Mr. Nuisance Fish. The plague and scourge of the sea. Horrid things. Got something having a little go of this rod. I thought it was just going to shoot off a moment ago. It bent right over and then just popped back up again. Here we go. Look, it looks like it's just leaning in now. I'm going to wind down and see if we're in. We are in. Okay, we've got a proper fish on here. Yes, we're in. Lovely. That's more like it. That's certainly not a dogfish. Let's bring it round this side and just get this. Cool, that's going. That is well going. Yeah, that is zipping. Oh yeah. Oh yes. We're into a proper one here, folks. Cool. That is zipping. Yes, at last. We're into some proper action at last, folks. It's been a while. I thought it might have been a ray. Oh yeah, it's feeling solid. We've got a nice fish on here, people. Just take our time. In this tide, it's not a race. Certainly isn't a race. Let's see if we can get this. Cool, there we go. Look, that's taking some line there. Oh yeah. That's stripping a bit of drag. Lovely. And that's what we're out here in this rough stuff for. To get a pull on our string like this. Lovely stuff. Just trying to keep my foot in as well. What do we have? What have we got? I can't even see it. Oh, it's an eel. Well, it's a nice fat eel. It is a big eel. He's going to take a bit of line, is he? No, not that feisty. Well, he'll do. It's a chunk of an eel. A big old mean critter, that one. Let me just show you down there. I'm going to grab hold of the... He's going to spin. Plan of action is to give him the old T-bar trick, because he's just hooked in the mouth. But he's a nice fish. Yeah, he's a good fish. Look, there you go. Off he goes. Ideal. Well, with it being so slow going on this particular little bit of ground in a mow, it's going to be a complete ball ache in these conditions, but I'm going to up anchor and I'm going to just head probably about 50 yards that way, closer towards the reef, and see if we can change our fortunes. I'm fishing out further away from the reef here and on a bit of a plateau. I was hoping there'd be a few rays and maybe the odd tope swimming through here, but yeah, I don't know whether it's just the state of the tide or what, but it's been very quiet. You know, I've been getting plenty of activity from doggies, and I've obviously had that one eel, but other than that, nothing to write home about. So yeah, last cast on these rods. I'm not going to bother baiting up again, and it's going to be a swift move just a little way away to see if we can't find pastures new. So here we are, spot number 2. We've up anchored, we've moved a little way like we said we was going to, back down with 2 rods fishing. I'm going to give you a little look at the sounder and just show you we're in a much more in amongst a little bit of rougher stuff, mixed ground rather than just a flat plateau where we was before. And the tide's just easing off, so I've put smaller leads on. I've got 7-ounce leads on now. And I'm hoping that now we get into the witching hour. The winds have dropped, still a little bit of a chop, but actually much more reasonable than what it was earlier. When I first got here, it was looking like pretty blowy, but now it's actually turning into a really pleasant mid-morning. So it's still only early. It's only about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning at the moment. All right, I'll just show you where we are now. If you have a look, there's a reef across there, and we've got a little bit of rough ground there also, and we've got sort of sand in between with broken bits of rock and rough ground as well. Previously, if I just move over, I'll show you where we was. We weren't far away, but we were anchored up right here, which is in the big sort of sandbar. And yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable now as the tide's eased off, that we've gone up a little bit further into some of the rough stuff. We'll give it a spin. If you don't try, you never know. I reckon that bite done my bait. It gave me a couple of good slams. Nuisance. Well, there was a tap there, so maybe I've still got my bait on. I'm hoping that it's a nice big blonde ray that just landed on the bait and scoffing away as we speak. Just do it. Unless we're in, of course. We are in. Yeah, we're in. And you know what? I think we're into a ray exactly as I called it. Yeah, this is definitely not a dogfish. Definitely not. Oh, I've just dropped it. Hell! I'm going to wind onto this. Yeah, we're in. We are in now. Oh, definitely hooked up. That's for sure. Yeah. Well hooked up. Oh. What have we got? We've got an eel and we've got my other line. Right, we're going to have problems here. Oh, this starts thrashing around and spinning. Gonna have big issues. He would do, wouldn't he? Just gonna try to hit and hold this thing because I've got one almighty snag going on. Right, what I need to do with this is quickly get that line sorted and get him away before he causes too much damage. He's gonna completely ruin everything. Off he goes. Wow, I've got one serious. Well, I haven't, I've cut my own line. Fucking hell. Oh, you fucking idiot. Idiotic. There we go. It's bending over. We're gonna be in here, folks. We're in. There we go. We've got something on here, people. Cool, that's hanging down there. I reckon we've got an eel on here. I'm going to go around this rod, get it this side. There we go. Lovely. Cool, that's going well there. It is an eel. Not a bad eel. And the other rod, we haven't got the other rod. So it's just the tide switching it up. It's only just lip hook, which is a beauty because I can just get the T-bar on this one and should just be able to unhook this easy enough. There we go. Let's just T-bar this one off. Calm yourself down. Well, he T-barred himself, lovely. Yeah, that's going. This one surely ain't a... Cool, that is whizzing. That is feisty. This is on the lighter mono. What do we have on here? Something went ballistic. I think he's going to have another whiz in a mo. Surely that ain't done yet. There we go. Cool, yeah. That is a strong old fish. Cool. What do we have on here, folks? We might have a pollack on here, you know. The way that's diving about. What do we have? What have we got? It is a pollack. I called it, didn't I? Ah, and we've got our other line. When you catch them on the bait, you think you've got something super duper on, because they do fight hard. I've got my other line. Absolute mess. Well, there you go. A nice pollack caught on the bottom. Not what we're after, but yeah, I'll take it today because it's been a trash whole day. Rob was pulling up tired. What have we got? We have got a little eel. Yeah, it's time to wave the flag, I think, because things are not getting any better. Folks, I'm just cleaning the fish and this rod has just ripped over, started taking line, and we're in. And that was just bolting off. I think we've got an eel on here just to finish proceedings. Look, have a look at my hands. I was literally just fishing out the last couple of casts. This has got much lighter snood on, so if it bites me off, I won't be surprised. It's another eel. Well, we've been done by the eels today. Better than the doggies, to be fair, but yeah, let's just grab hold of the snood. He's probably going to bite me through. Not a bad stamp of eel, if I'm honest. He's hooked well down. He's going to go along with the, I'm going to leave him with the hook and just bite and cut him off. There you go, down he goes. Well, there you go, folks, and on that note, covered in blood, look like I've had a good punch up. We're going to call it. Don't know how many eels we've had, probably half a dozen. Some of them not bad size, but you know me, I'm not a fan of eels. So not what we're after and not what I wanted. The wind is really kicking off now, starting to pick up. We've got wind over tide, so I'm just finishing off cleaning the fish. That's what I was doing before that eel pulled the rod over. And I'm just about to start making way for land. I'm going to head actually today straight in towards the coast and then cut across, because going directly into this wind with the tide coming in my face is going to be a real horrid bumpy ride. It's just really starting to pick up now. Look, not the best session by any means, quite disappointed with today, and in fact in times gone by I probably wouldn't have even put this video out, but to hell with it. You know, this real fishing, you can't always empty the sea. We've had a couple of half decent fish, i.e. the eels, but really just not what we've been after. I've tried my hardest and that's about it. As I was saying, fighting that eel up, I've decided with the weather coming in, I've got mackerel left there. I'd rather eat the mackerel than waste them. So waste them catching crap fish. Add that one freak pollack and that's about it. If any of you want me to do anything in particular, please ask, please drop a comment, any type of fishing. As you know, I am willing and able to head around the country, and I do like a mix of my fishing, so please feel free to drop some suggestions across. Other than that, thanks very much for watching. See you again next time, and ciao for now.